I have just hit level 15 on the Druid, and it's time for the Druid class quest. Welcome everybody, I'm BearCozy. Today we are doing the Druid Spirit of the Lost Grove, which is the class quest for the Druid at level 15. Just for reference, Kedbardu is right there, and we have to travel north of that, so if you have a mount, this will be a lot easier. If not, you're going to have to hoof it the whole way. So the whole quest here, we have to free the spirits of the Druids, and that is what we're doing here. So we have to run around to those red markers right there. And as we go, we do get the Druid Spirit offerings as well. Those will come helpful at the end. Let's go ahead and rappel across the rope here. So right now, I'm looking on the mini-map. I am on my way to the red markers on the mini-map, which of course are the bosses. We have to slay those. We have to free the spirits. And then as we go about our business, as we pick up the Druid spirits, those will be sacrificed later to the spirits that we free. So this is the Druid class quest that starts at level 15. You can do this at any time, by the way. This takes about 10 to 12 minutes to complete. If you have a mount, it will be a lot easier. It took me about 12 minutes or so to complete it on a mount, which wasn't too bad. If you are doing this for the first time with no mount and no waypoints, this is going to be a lot of running around for you, but it is going to be worth it, I promise. So right here is where your home base is going to be. At first, we have to clear it. This is considered a stronghold. We have to do this little scenario. We have to clear the way for the spirits and free them. And this is going to be our home base after we clear all the mobs. And this is going to be where we sacrifice to the spirits to get our boons. Cleared that one. We've got one left. Setting a waypoint there. A little bit of climbing, a little bit of walking. Not too bad, honestly. It's about a 1-minute walk. Coming up to the next boss, I am using Pulverize for this. It does help a lot. It deals a lot of damage. And what I am doing is I am actually going between human form and bear form because I have the passive talent to restore spirit every time I switch forms. So I'm going between Storm Strike and Pulverize, and that is actually helping me to maintain my spirit up because every time I switch from bear to human, I do get some spirit back because of one of the passives. So that's helping a ton. So this isn't too bad, and after we clear the boss, we free the spirits. That portion of it is complete. We're on to the next venture. We do come across a vision here with a giant boss. He was a little bit tanky. He was very tanky, a little bit of a slower fight. I'm going to fast forward through this, but just know if you are going bear with Pulverize, you have nothing to worry about. We were not even close to dying. This guy just took a little bit of time to beat. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit and we'll get right to the end of this. If you also notice, the boss is level 17. I started this at 15, got a level along the way, so he was a little bit tougher than it could have been, right? If we started this at 19 or 20, he would have been a lot easier, but he goes down nonetheless. Next, we got to speak with the Arch Druid, so we're going to follow that quest. We're going to set a waypoint and go talk to him. After defeating the boss, we have to rekindle the shrine, and that actually turns this into a friendly place. And that completes the stronghold, which is very nice. Now we have access to the spirits. So now that quest is complete, we have to go back and talk to the spirits and make some sacrifices, and this is where we get our boons. By the way, we also get a waypoint unlocked, which is very, very nice. So now we can travel here at any time. So what we're going to do here is we're going to come over here, talk to this guy. We're going to get another quest, a continuation to this quest. So this is a little bit of a running around, as I've mentioned, but if you have a mount, it's not too bad. After talking to him, we are going to be teleporting right down to Fardora, which is in Dry Steppes. After teleporting to Farobru, we're going to hop on the mount and ride along. This is a little bit of a ride. Hopefully you have a mount by now. If you are doing this for the very first time, you're going to have to run a lot of this, but it'll be worth it, I promise. Coming up to the next waypoint for the Druid Spirits of the Lost Grove. We actually have to come over here. We have to activate all these 3 ancient stones. There's 1, there's 2, and the third one is right in front of us. Right there, that is the altar. After activating all those, we get a little bit of a cutscene, and then we move forward. After talking to him, we have to go to the next place. A little bit more running, but it is actually not too bad. getting to our destination, hopping off our horse. We're going to build a little bit of spirit, and then we're just going to go ham. We're going to go berserk. We are level 16 at this point. The monsters are level 15 to 16. And as you see on the bottom, we do get the Druid spirit offerings that drop when we are slaying enemies. You're going to want to collect as many of those as you can, because that is what we're going to be using to get our boons, and that is what we're going to be using as a sacrifice. That is our spirit offering, and different spirits take different amounts, so keep an eye on that. We'll get to that a little bit later. For right now, we have to complete this quest and continue forward. And just like that, the quest is done. It's time to go back. Teleporting right back to our newly found home base. We got to go talk to the spirits, make our offering, and get our boons. All right, there we go. There is all of our boons. We have completed our quest. Now we have the deer spirit here, which we can make sacrifices. We also have the wolf spirit up top as well. And as you can see, we have different amounts for the different tiers, right? You talk to the wolf, talk to the deer, and we can actually make sacrifices to whoever you want. Those two are on the right side. We also have two more on the left side. Moving over to the snake spirit on the left side. These are all locked. As you can see, these cost 100 each. So we're not going to do that one just yet. We'll save that one for later. But the eagle spirit is actually very, very good. Gain 5% critical strike chance, which will help us a lot. And what we want to get to is that last one, that 30% critical strike damage. That is going to help a ton. But as you can see, we need 100. So for right now, we're going to make 25 offerings and get the first boon right there. We're going to make an offering, unlock that so we can use that as we are adventuring. So my recommendation would be is to do the eagle spirit first and then go talk to the wolf or the stag. That would be your preference, whatever your play style is. And then the snake, of course, is going to be last because it is very expensive. And if you don't have enough to make a full sacrifice, don't worry, they do stack. So if you don't have enough to reach it and you only need a few more, go out, kill a few more things, come back, and you can actually complete that sacrifice. So there it is. There is the full quest. That is where it is in reference to the map. It's quite a bit ways away. It's a lot of running around, but I promise you it's worth it. I hope this was helpful. Do me a huge favor, hit the like and the subscribe, and for more BearCozy videos, check out the top right.